Here we go, once again. Good morning, good rising, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are. This is Wolf, aka Brendan, aka Skull Babylon, aka Mystic Spider-Man, welcoming you back once again to another exciting, inspirational, awesome opportunity for us to be able to start our day together with some kick-ass intention. Welcome to Waking Up with Wolf. That's your invitation to just like start making noise. Just like, quick, if you haven't woken up your neighbors, do it now. Awesome. So as per usual, we are doing this live, so we're just going to give a couple moments here for people to be able to get situated, for them to be able to join up, and in the meantime, I'm just going to be able to just like give myself a hug, begin breathing, listening to my body. How am I feeling right now? How are you feeling? What do you need? Where does your body need attention? What can you do to literally just help wake yourself up on a cellular level? Beginning with just those gentle, deep massages in any form, in any way. So just like being able to get into that routine of just acknowledging the power of the breath. The power that the breath has to just be able to connect us with our body. So I just want to be able to, even again, if you're just watching this in the future, just like begin giving yourself some deep tissue massage. I think I'm actually going to stand up in the next second just to be able to like stretch myself a little bit more, to be able to do a little bit more exercise, to be able to bring in some tennis ball practice. If you guys have an object, if you guys have a tennis ball, if you guys have a roll of socks, whatever works for you, please feel free to grab that and bring it into your practice this morning, and we'll be able to do that. And of course, we will be moving into our chakra practice meditation. This may be a quick one, this may be just like a short broadcast today. We'll see. Again, thank you so much, everyone who's tuning into this. I do just want to be able to acknowledge the fact that like some days I put out like a little promotion on Instagram, some days I don't. Some days I want to just do that just to be able to like get data. But of course, as things grow, as we continue to do this, as our reach continues to expand, we do want to be able to invite more people to take part in this. So that's where like as the growth of our community becomes more developed, then I love the idea of being able to have like this space and filling it with like 20, 30, 40 people all at once to be able to start our morning. And again, and that has nothing to do with the idea of just being like, oh yeah, sweet, we're popular, but it's just like, oh sweet, yeah. This is what happens when like a bunch of people come together as community and they be able to step into that shared inspiration. And again, like that's essentially a huge part of what it is that we're doing, is this idea of community. And community, like there's some things that I'm really, really passionate about. And again, as we're just talking here, we're just giving a couple more moments for people to get situated, but I do just want to be able to talk about something really important. So just begin to massage your face and give yourself a little bit of tapping. Again, if you were tuned in yesterday, we were just talking about like the power of tapping. You have like all of these little meridians all throughout your body. So again, if you ever find yourself just kind of like feeling like you just need something, maybe you're just not totally in that space where you're ready to take on the day just yet, tapping is a great way to be able to do this. Not only is it to just help like dissolve the ego, especially if you're like doing it on a bus and like people are sitting across from you, there's like, my goodness, what's wrong with that person? What are they tapping themselves for? But it does just help like wake up all the blood vessels. And again, you can think of this as like an ancient kind of like Taoist practice, aligning, tapping with the meridians. But again, in terms of something that I wanted to be able to share, and whatever stretches you feel called to do in this moment, please feel free. It is this idea of the power of community, connection, and inspiration. Like I think like that in itself is something that a lot of people are constantly seeking, and maybe they don't even know that it's like missing from their life. They might just kind of be like in this space where maybe they don't have much community. And maybe the community that they do have is like, their social media, like connections, their followers and things like that. But maybe in itself, like that's not something deep enough that really just kind of like allows them to receive the utmost sustenance and the potential of what community can have to offer. And so when we think about community, like what is community? Community is an opportunity to be able to like share a story. And there's a difference between like fitting in and belonging. A sense of belonging is such a powerful thing. And that's something that I know that not only myself, but a lot of us have the potential to be able to create. Like I know, like shout out to growth in the Grove, who I can see is on the Instagram. Shout out to them, who is also like one of our supporters. They're like a facilitator for a yoga studio. So I mean, having the idea of like being able to bring people together, creating a common space, is such a valuable thing. It gives them a sense of direction. It gives them a sense of purpose. It gives them a sense of understanding who they are. Like when you think about it, humans in themselves are hardwired for connection. And so I feel that in order for us to really be able to like be the best versions of ourselves, we need to be able to create space where we can come together as community, where we can learn from each other, where we can be inspired from each other, where we can help hold each other accountable. It's one thing to just kind of like go off on a mission and just kind of be like expected to do it all on your own. But when you have other people who are on this shared mission, suddenly it becomes less of a chore and more of an opportunity. And so like this is in itself like us being here, us waking up in the morning and everything like that. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to be able to connect. It's an opportunity for us to be able to grow as a team. So I appreciate all of you being here for us to be able to grow together as a community. So I just want to be able to stand up in this moment if you're comfortable standing up, whatever works for you. I just want to be able to invite us to just kind of like begin stretching even more. Listen to your breath. Just do any sort of like forward folds. I, for one, need to be practicing more of my stretches on a regular routine. Gotta get back into my gym routine a little bit more. Superhero practice. Then just begin loosening up. Just add a little bounce into your step if you haven't yet. Twisting your arms back and forth. Closing your eyes, connecting with your breath. Just kind of like feel as if you're just like a flower blowing in the wind in a nice big open field. And just do some like gentle like arm lifts. Get a little bit of a squat going. One more of those. Like I said, if you have a tennis ball, if you have some sort of ball that you have with you, welcome again, everybody who just happens to be joining in at this moment. I appreciate you guys being here. At this point, if you do have some sort of tennis ball, grab some sort of object that is within arm's reach of you, be it a tennis ball, be it a roll of socks, whatever you got, be it like some sort of super expensive, delicate glass piece of something that if you drop it once, it will destroy it, just to, oh God, just to make it interesting. And again, for the next few moments, I want you to be able to just kind of like practice this as your meditation, as your flow meditation. Again, I want you to kind of like imagine yourself as like getting in this mindset of being like Neo from the Matrix. And I want you to be able to practice this like almost every day if you can, even just for 5 minutes, and just to be able to turn it into a bit of a dance. And so I'm just kind of like demonstrating my own flow, but in the same way, I want you to be able to find your flow. So what you're doing, you're just kind of like practicing tossing the tennis ball up in the air while moving your hands and getting a little bit freaky with it, a little bit crazy with it, but at the same time, just like intuitively listening to your body while also challenging yourself. Like that's essentially the idea, is that you want to be able to do this as like a way to be able to practice your brain, but in particular, notice like your ability to kind of like find an intuitive flow where you don't even have to like think about where your hand goes, but it knows where it needs to go. And this may seem like it's like, oh my God, this is like so incredibly simple, but of course you can make it as complex as you want. And then if you really want to step it up, if you're like already there, feel free to even like close your eyes. So, whoa, right in the garbage can. Which is like a whole thing in itself. And this is like pretty similar to like stuff I do with like my Jedi lightsaber training. Sometimes I'll do that where I'll like toss my lightsaber up and like close my eyes,
And you can almost like close your eyes, even like at the last second. So it's like, again, it's not so much like thinking with your brain, it's more so feeling with your heart. There. Almost. Close. Got it. Oh, almost. And so again, I just want you to do this for like 1 more minute. Pick up your speed a bit. Don't worry about dropping it. Dropping it just means that you're like learning how to do it even more. So again, just joining in for those of us who are here right now, grab some sort of tennis ball, just tossing it up and down, listening to your breath. So just take a moment here. Think less about the tennis ball, think more on your breath. Deep inhale together. Keep a bit of that squat in those knees. That's gonna like just like help exercise in itself. So if you notice like I'm literally just kind of like squatting as I'm doing this, please feel free to do that if you're comfortable with it. If not, that's totally fine. Breathe, deep inhale. Imagine the tennis ball or whatever object you have, imagine it in itself is just like a ball of plasma energy. And again, you can kind of add like even more movement to your legs. You can see that like behind the back thing that I do, you can do that too. We'll just do this for about 30 more seconds. You should be almost like working up a sweat if you're doing this. I mean, I can feel myself working up a bit of a sweat. And again, you can challenge yourself. You can like bring in some like yoga postures while you're doing this. If you know how to juggle, please feel free to juggle. And just keep it simple at the same time. So even just right now, just like tossing it back and forth. So I'm just gonna hold this just for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently bring yourself down, bring your legs down. Let's take an extra moment here to just stand in your breath. You can drop your object. Just connect with your breath right here. Deep inhale. Gentle exhale. While you're in this space, again, I wanted to bring us back to that concept of filling our cup with peace. So imagine yourself opening yourself up as if there's like a ray of light coming from the center of the cosmos that's like hitting your chest. Like you're like a superhero that's like getting their superpowers. There's like, so I want you to kind of like feel that in this moment. You can almost like visualize yourself standing in front of the sun. If it is sunny out where you are right now, you can just do this either afterwards or at any point during the day. So just take a couple breaths here. Spread your fingers. Open your shoulders. Bring your focus to your breath. Try not to think too much about anything else other than just this present moment. Bring your hands to heart center. Connect to your fingertips. So it's not even your palms, just your fingertips. Bring your arms out to the side. Reach up for the sky. Reach as if there is no limits on the inhale. On the exhale, bring your fingertips together. Just gently bring it back down to heart center. We'll just do one more of those. Once more together. Arms out and up. Fingertips together, down past heart center. Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. All right, let's move into our chakra practice meditation. Again, usually I try to do these. I usually aim for the idea of like doing it within a half an hour. Um, Usually it goes longer, but today we'll keep it fairly within that time frame. So, again, thank you so much everyone for joining in. I can see the love just being dropped on the Instagram, so I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here again. You know, this is an invitation. I appreciate you being here. You're here as an investment for yourself. Yeah, you're here just to support me as well. Also, like absolutely. Like sometimes, you know, people are just like, "Hey, like Brendan, I like what you do." And I know, like you guys know that like I get energized off your energy at the same time, even if there was even if there was, and again, just kind of like do a little movement here. I'm just gonna chit chat just for a brief second. But again, you know, like I just want to be able to share with you the mindset that even if there were 0 people watching this live, though obviously people would watch in the future, even if there were 0 people watching that, that in itself would have to like bring me into the space of being like, okay, like how do I show up right now? Like, do I just like suddenly just be like, no one's watching this, what should I care, right? Or do I remember the fact that like not only yeah people are watching this in the future, but I'm also here for my own practice. I'm here for my own self-development. I have to like, you know, imagine that I'm like up on stage and the lights are so bright and they're so bright to the point that I can't see the audience. Maybe there's 100 people in the audience, maybe there's 0 people in the audience. But either way, I have to embody my own presentation as if there is 1,000 people. You know, and that's kind of like a law of attraction thing as well, is that like for me, you know, I want this to be able to reach more people. So I have to embody the energy of being able to like carry my voice, carry my actions, carry my leadership, carry my presentation as if there already is 1,000 people tuned into this. And if I can do that, even when there's 1 person, even when there's 0, you can understand how that like brings us into the alignment. And again, like that's a very, very powerful thing. So stay tuned. I know a lot of you were tuned into the past to like global meditations that we did and everything like that. We're going to be doing more of that in the future. Like you can tell, like this is kind of like a subsidiary of that. It still works. But those global meditations where we really drop in deep, those are powerful. If you guys have been in tune for some of those in the past, stay tuned. There will be more of that. There's just a lot of things that we're still in Mercury retrograde. So as we get out of Mercury retrograde, you're gonna be seeing like a lot of things just like blossoming up with spring. It's gonna be the timing's gonna be so synchronistic. So let's move into our chakra practice meditation. Thanking everyone again for being here. Let's just take a few moments just to practice dropping into our breath. So again, I just want you to calm down. We'll just switch the tone here. Relax your shoulders, straighten up your spine. Connecting with your breath in this moment. Relax your face. Deep, gentle inhale. Gentle exhale. Give yourself the gift of this moment. Your day is just beginning. Begin your day with intention. Begin your day with patience, with calmness, with serenity. Create that opportunity to fill your cup. You know, it's like every morning you like wake up and you're basically just kind of like Oliver showing up to the universe with your cup, your you, and you're just like, please, sir, I want some more. And the universe is like, more? More serenity? You want some more? Oh, okay, here you go. And then it's just like, bloop, 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 bloop. Then you get that. But you have to ask for it. You have to ask. You have to present yourself to be able to receive the serenity. You know, you can be kind of like running around to like just kind of like frantic. And you're just like, where is it? Where's that serenity? Is it over here? Is it underneath this? Maybe if I look this, you know, like that doesn't bring serenity. It's the stillness. You find this serenity when you go still, when you go inside. So if you ever find yourself throughout the day at any point where you're just kind of like noticing that you're getting a little bit frantic, maybe you're just kind of like feeling a little bit of that anxiety, whatever it is, know that the serenity, know that the calmness, the peace can always be found by just training and conditioning ourselves to be able to move into that space of stillness, to be able to connect with our breath, to be able to align with that intention. Just be like, oh yeah, give me some of that serenity, eh?
Deep, gentle inhales. And if you're really kind of getting into this, what you'll actually notice is like the tingling sensation up the spine. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Don't try and force it, but let that be an indicator of just like, ooh, that's like the honey right there. So just breathe right now. Observe what you're feeling and observe how you can shift the feeling that you're currently in just by connecting with your breath. Maybe a minute ago you were a little bit more woohoo. Now you're just kind of more like woo. Woo way. Be the woo way. The effort of effortlessness. Do you believe that? Do you believe that when you move into this place of effortlessness, that things naturally just kind of have an intuitive flow? They will unfold. And again, thinking back to our metaphor of like Neo from the Matrix, you see him blocking the agent and dodging bullets, and you notice that he has like just like this like serenity to him. This is effortlessness. You have that in you too. It can flow through your everyday actions, can flow through your business, can flow through your relationships. It's that shift from being able to respond instead of being able to react. And that's exactly why the chakra practice that we're about to do correlates to this. It allows us to develop that relationship with ourselves so that we're more in that place of zen, of oneness, of serenity, of superhero-like abilities. Are you saying that I can dodge bullets? No, Neo. I'm saying that when the time comes, you won't have to. Whoa. That's you. Okay. How you feeling right now? Go ahead, open up your eyes. Oops, whoopsie. Oh, it looks like the, do I need to plug in my battery for my thing? I just gotta do that real quick, guys. Just getting a low battery. Sorry, Facebook probably had their feed interrupted. Sorry, Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook, just a reminder that on Facebook, there is a possibility that the feed could literally crash in any given moments. So if you're watching this on Facebook, just know that watching it on YouTube or Instagram is a little bit more secure. Okay, 1 second. Oh, did the video literally pause when my battery went to 10? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's weird. Okay, how much did you miss? What was the last thing you heard me say? Because I had my eyes closed, so I didn't know it was paused. I'll have to learning curve. That's okay. Go ahead and tell me the last thing you said, but we're about to move into the chakra practice meditation in a second anyways. It should be fine now. I just plugged it in. So, but anyways, I was just reminding you that you're basically Neo from the Matrix. So, the piece. Okay, that was like a while ago. Anyways, what I was saying, again, just reminding you, is that when the time comes, if you're like Neo, and you're asking yourself, will I need to dodge bullets? Or can I dodge bullets? And Morpheus will tell you, when the time comes, you won't have to. And then you basically are just like, whoa. So, kind of lost the effect when I had to say it twice there, didn't I? Okay. Oh man, you guys like missed the whole drop-in. Oh, whatever. That's alright. You guys missed some super gold. I guess it was too perfect. It was too important, but it did show up on the YouTube, so you can go watch it there if you want. So, all right, let's move into our chakra practice meditation. I do just want to be able to honor the time that we got here. A reminder for everybody here that if you do want to be able to just like support support the ongoing work that I do, again, this is just one of the many things that I'm constantly working on, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of it rolling out in the future. I'm just kind of like in Mercury retrograde right now, so I'm just like tying up some loose ends, tending to the seeds, getting ready for spring. But your support is not only greatly appreciated, but it is essential. So if you do want to be able to support with donations, know that you can do that. And there is more information that I have where people who are donating $10 a month or more will get access to the new Shifter Academy, which we were going to be opening up, which gives you the opportunity to be able to connect with community in our exclusive team chat. Also additional perks such as being able to join future broadcasts that we'll be having throughout the month. and also being able to have like a degree of access to me and access to like other amazing people in the community, and the opportunity to be able to like share your work, and also like the inspiration that comes from just being amongst other people who have a shared vision, who have a shared purpose, the power of community. So if you want to be able to join up into the Shifter Academy, just send me a DM on Instagram. We're still just getting things set up on the back end, but that will be coming soon. But if you do just want to be able to donate today at any point, please feel free to use my bio link in Instagram. Don't use the super chat if you're on YouTube. Use the link in the info that says donate, and that is greatly appreciated. And I'm actually going to be having a sale on like today. I'm moving some of my old inventory, some of my old quest items. So if you're looking to get some like really cheap stuff, stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be like making some sales, because I got to raise some money to be able to just like cover some basis. So again, any support from that end is greatly appreciated. And thank you to everyone who's been already supporting already. I know we got some supporters right here in the chat with us currently. But again, your support in any form is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much. This is a team success. Let's move into our chakra practice meditation. Again, starting with the brow chakra. The reason why we do this is because when we work with the chakras, we are working with these organs of perceptions that receive information beyond the present moment. When we come more in tune with our chakras, we are able to literally be able to receive data that we can use to be able to help in our decision-making process, that we can use to be able to be more balanced in our actions, more clear on our decisions. Very powerful. And again, it is kind of like opening up into this more of this superhuman potential. So we're starting off with the brow chakra. Each chakra has a correlating mantra and a correlating virtue. The brow chakra is the virtue of serenity and the faculty of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance. And so again, this is kind of like the foresight, the sight beyond sight. And you'll notice that each one kind of correlates into the other. And if you are looking for the 2-hour presentation about the chakras, that's like where this is from, the Gnostic teachings, just send me a DM and I can send you a direct link for that. And if you want the cheat sheet that has like the information for the mantras and the sound and the virtues, send me a DM and I can send you that as well. All right, let's move into the straighten up the spine. We'll do 3 mantras for each one. Again, doing this is a regular practice, encouraging you to do this throughout your day. More than 15 minutes, the more the better. But for now, this is a great way to be able to start our practice. So, closing your eyes, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face. Deep inhale together. The vowel for this is the sound I, pronounced as in ski. The sound is E. Sorry, I didn't say that a second ago. So go ahead, just breathe normally and we'll do it one more time. So breathe, inhale together. And then the sound E. Together again. Inhale. Keep your focus on this moment. Inhale again, deep through the mouth. Good. Moving into the throat chakra, and again, as we do this, even just taking note, feeling, visualizing the brow chakra, any of the chakras, just kind of like a gentle spinning or a pulsating. Somebody was asking before about which way we should imagine them visualizing. I want to say they move clockwise, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, I think just the idea of like imagining it like a heartbeat. Imagine your chakra kind of like a heartbeat. That can help with the visualization. Moving into the throat chakra. The throat chakra is a vowel sound E, pronounced as in way. The sound is A. The virtue for this is justness, speaking our truth, words creating worlds, the power of our voice. So let's sit with that, straighten up our spine. We'll move right into it, honor the fact that there's more things to do after this. So thank you again for being here. Really focusing on this one, you'll feel it a lot in your throat. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face. Deep inhale together. Together, the sound A. A. Deep inhale, a little bit deeper this time. A little bit louder too. Feeling it in your throat. Deep inhale again. Beautiful. Heart chakra next. You guys are doing wonderful. Thank you again so much for being here. Thanking yourself for being here. Heart chakra, the virtue again of compassion, of inspiration. When we think about this, like the heart chakra is probably the chakra that a lot of us are like kind of more familiar with. It's interesting how with each chakra there's actually correlating sensations. Again, like with the sacral chakra or with the solar chakra, we kind of get like the gut feeling. You know, we're familiar with that. The heart chakra, we often get a lot of the heart twang. You know, that's one way that we can feel it. Or even honestly, like even when you think about the idea of like heartbreak, what does heartbreak feel like? You can correlate that to like the actual like chakra kind of like feeling some sort of closing or some sort of expansion, you know? So when you think about like that feeling of like the heart twang where maybe you have like a crush on someone or something like that, or like send you a message and you're just like, huh, huh, you know, you can feel that too. So, but at the same time, you can also kind of correlate that. Sometimes you kind of get a similar sensation where if like something kind of like triggers something in you, you'll feel it too. You'll feel it in your heart. So be aware of this. Become more familiar with the sensations correlating to each chakra. So again, the vowel for this is a vowel sound O, pronounced as in snow. The sound is O. And again, thank you everyone who may just be joining here. Again, recordings online, but feel free to just jump right in. So again, with this one, we're going to be doing it 3 times together. As we do this, I want you to focus on the virtues of compassion, the virtues of inspiration. And again, just a reminder that this is about balancing our chakras, not just opening them. There is a difference between a very open heart chakra versus a balanced heart chakra. A very open heart chakra could be the chakra where, again, you're just like giving so much of yourself that maybe you're not taking care of yourself, or you're being so overly friendly that people are taking advantage of you. So having clear boundaries and using your other chakras to be able to, you know, read situations and make wise decisions is very, very important. And in the same way, again, a closed heart chakra can be kind of like, you know, you have trouble trusting, you have trouble kind of like getting out there. So the balanced heart chakra is one where you're confident, yet you're still secure. You like have that strength of like being able to trust and being able to trust yourself first and foremost. So, hands on your hearts, close your eyes, relax your face, bring yourself into the virtues of compassion, reminding yourself that you are here of service as much as you choose to be. Service for yourself, service for all beings. And by being here for yourself in this moment, this is you literally helping all beings. So if you're just like, but Brendan, how do I help change the world? It begins in your own bedroom. It begins with your own practice. And then the love that we cultivate here, the peace that we cultivate, we bring with us. We lead by example. So keeping it simple, yet knowing that it's infinitely more complex. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own together. Deep inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Relax your face. Together, deep inhale and then the sound O. Inhale deep. Together. One more time, or twice more. Inhale again. Feeling that molecular massage. Inhale once more. Keep your focus on your heart. Compassion. Beautiful. again, really noticing like what that feels like for you. Like again, like these massages, these chakra massages, mantras, you can think of them as massages. You know, you're literally massaging yourself on a molecular level. The vibration literally helps like activate things. The power of a voice is so important, so important. So, and we constantly are just like underutilizing it. So, awesome. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Moving into the solar chakra. The solar chakra. Then we got three more after this. We got this. We got the pulmonaries. Then we got sacral. Then we got root. And then after that, you're on your way. We'll do a little bit of eye gazing before we conclude this. So, solar chakra, hands gently just like at the top of your rib cage. Again, solar chakra is a vowel sound. U, pronounced as in blue, the sound is ooh. And again, with this one, really focusing on the virtues, the virtues of telepathy, or sorry, the faculty of telepathy. Again, the gut feeling, the intuition. Intuition is also related to the heart, but it is also related to the sacral. Again, each one kind of correlates. But also the virtue of temperance. And again, temperance is when you practice your willpower. So when you like feel yourself like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna eat that entire bag of chips. If you're just like, maybe I'll just have one, that's you practicing your temperance. That's you practicing your willpower. Or if you notice you might have a vice where you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna smoke weed because that's what I've been doing every day. Maybe you'll just be like, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that to be able to receive data and see how I'm feeling right now. So again, being able to practice our willpower, being able to use our vices as stones to sharpen the sword of our willpower, incredibly, incredibly valuable. And again, that goes far further. It goes into our work ethic. It goes into just like our self-love. It goes into just like how we kind of show up in every day. So hands on your solar chakra. Close your eyes, straighten up your spine. The vowel for this is U. The sound is ooh. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. And again, I want you to just kind of like focus on cultivating your willpower. Focus on just like the ability for you to be able to make like the wisest decision possible for you in any given moment. So deep inhale, exhale again. Relax your face. Deep inhale together through the mouth, and then the sound U. Again, deep inhale. Focus on the sensation, if anything. One more, deep inhale. Good. Just take one more breath here. Just acknowledge, how are you feeling right now? Check in. Beautiful. Checking in with how we're feeling is such a valuable thing. Honestly, we should be like checking in with ourselves like once an hour, connecting with our breath once an hour. You should really be doing like micro meditations throughout the day. So if you're like feeling that, if you're like looking for that like next way to kind of like develop more of the neuroscience, the benefits of like meditation and everything like that, if you can get into this routine, set a timer on your clock, check in with yourself every hour, drop into your breath once an hour, and then just do this as a practice. So then in the future where you're just like, okay, how quick can I drop in? Can I drop in 3 breaths? Can I drop in 2 breaths? Can I drop in 1 breath? To literally just be like, you know, crazy, crazy stuff. And then you're just like, you're there. You're like Buddha under the tree in 1 breath. That is a part of your superpowers. So moving into the pulmonary chakras. The pulmonary chakras, again, the shoulders here, you just want to give these a gentle massage if you're just kind of like tuning in, listening and everything. Pulmonary chakras, again, the pulmonary chakras correlate to the idea of ultra memory. These would correlate to our past lives, future lives, our ancestors. So this is like a very, very important chakra to be able to just work with, to be able to kind of like feel more of our ongoing story. And again, like honestly, don't feel like you need to know what your past lives are. I don't fully know what my past lives are, but that doesn't stop me from living this life. If anything, like you might just kind of have like echoes of kind of like ideas of like things that you enjoy in this life, and It may give you clues about your past lives, but don't feel you need to know your past lives. Don't let it distract you from this life here and now. If anything, your quest about past lives should be for the intention to enrich this life, to help you understand more of your purpose in this life. But it's not entirely necessary. There's enough going on for you here right now for you to be able to just like be fully present. So just massage these a bit. The vowel for this is the sound A, pronounced as in saw. The sound is ah. So again, just when you're done massaging those, gently put your hands on your hips. You can interlace your fingers, straighten up your spine, using this moment to really just like connect with our gratitude for our ancestors and for our past lives and for our future lives as well. Kind of seeing ourselves as this multidimensional being, the ultra memory of that, the memory that is still inside of us, even if we don't fully remember it within the forefront of our context, within our consciousness. It is still there. The data is still there on a cellular level. It is still there, and it does influence who we are. So trust in that. Deep inhale, exhale together. Relax your face, straighten up your spine. Deep inhale again through the mouth. Together, the sound ah. Again, bringing your awareness, just the thoughts of gratitude for your ancestors. Inhale deep. Reminding yourself you are your ancestors. Very powerful thought. Inhale deep. Beautiful. Moving right into the next chakra. Again, the next chakra is going to be the sacral chakra. We got one more after this, and then we're wrapping it up. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Sacral chakra, focusing a lot on the sexual energies. Again, this is the virtue of chastity, the idea of developing healthy relationship with our sexual energy. It doesn't mean never have sex or don't, love yourself in any way, but it just means develop a healthy relationship and understand the importance of cultivating that energy and using it to move through our body as vitality, to be able to strengthen the rest of our chakra awakening process, to be able to put it towards inspiration, willpower, creativity, like such a powerful thing. You'll notice the more you cultivate your sexual energy consciously, the more you'll just kind of like have that gusto to just be like, yes, I'm going to create, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do all these things. Where if you like, spill your cup and you're just like, I feel like just sleeping today, And sometimes you need to do that the day after just to be able to recuperate. But once you're in that cultivation process, know what it feels like. Know what it feels like to feel that fire inside of you. Moving right into this, the vowel for this is a vowel sound M, pronounced as in So closing your eyes here, again, just kind of like aligning with your intention to develop healthy relationship with your sexual energy, removing any shame from the past, and just bringing yourself into just honoring and just being thankful for your sexual energy. And again, we call it sexual energy, but it really is just like life force energy. There's nothing, we use the word sexual, but in itself, it is literally like the same energy that creates life all throughout the universe. It's such a powerful force. So acknowledge that that's inside of you, and acknowledge that that's like moving throughout the rest of your body by you cultivating it. Vitality. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face, straighten up your spine. Bring your focus either just to the feeling, the sensation, or the thought of the virtue, your intention. Inhale together, and then the vowel sound. Inhale deep. Together, inhale deep. Focus. Inhale deep again. Beautiful. Moving into the final chakra for today, the root chakra. Again, the root chakra, a lot to do with patience, the virtue of patience, the faculty of lords of the earth, connecting with the earth energy, Gaia. Now, as we do this, we literally become the bridge. I've talked about this before, between root to heaven, root to brow and to crown and above. You'll notice that we don't work with the crown in this practice. That's part of the Gnostic kind of way of going about it. The crown is a culminating chakra, meaning that as you work with these ones, then the crown is something you work with. But according to the Gnostic, like the crown isn't actually worked with like until you've activated the others. So that's kind of like for those of you wondering. But again, focusing on the root chakra, you can generally put your hands near your root, wherever you're comfortable with that. The vowel for this is a vowel sound S, pronounced S, the sizzling of the fire, the rising of the serpent snake. Closing your eyes, focusing here on the virtue of patience. Practicing patience. What does that mean to you? Patience is very attractive, and yet also being able to combine patience with our other virtues of our chakras. So we can combine patience with inspiration and with justness. So patience is at its most useful when you know when to be able to move from patience into action. So you're kind of like observing, and you're just like, oh, that's it, that's the moment. So get better at being able to see those moments, those windows of opportunity, and allow that affirmation to be able to come through your other chakras, such as your solar and your heart. You'll feel it. You'll just be like, oh, that's it. That's the job I'm looking for. That's the opportunity, or that's the person I need to speak to. And see that. Find those windows of opportunities. Act on them. Allow your patience to guide you. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Together, deep inhale, and then the sound. Inhale deep. Together again, inhale. Once more, focus. Beautiful. Take a moment here, connect with your breath. Observe, what does your body feel like right now? You may feel the sensation of lightness, bringing in a sensation of just tranquility, serenity, inspiration, straightening up your spine a little bit. Deep, gentle inhale, exhales. There's always time for one more breath. Give yourself that gift. Beautiful. And gently, when you're ready, you can just kind of begin rolling your shoulders, opening up your eyes. And from here, if you want to just like add in some like big exhales, add in a few of those, get some big smiles going. Just like get that like super crazy look on your face. So, if you want to just add in a little bit more, just like add in some little bit of like shaking your hands and a little bit more of those. Just moving that body. Again, if you've been feeling like any sort of like stress in your body, remind you that moving it is the way to be able to just like get it out of your system. So again, this is just like one way to do that. So we've been very relaxed and calm, and now we're just kind of like shaking anything else out. Spine shivers. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. Again, I remind you and invite you that by doing this is a practice for yourself. In the context that we are creating here, we are building a global team of shifters, people who are intentionally helping shift consciousness and who are working together as community. They are doing it through intentional acts of compassion, creativity, community space holding, facilitation, leadership, personal self-mastery, self-development, continuing to research and learn more about the mysteries, leading by that example. So by you being here, this is you like stepping more into that embodiment of being a shifter. And again, being a shifter is something that you can choose to recognize yourself as. In the same way, like the term, again, the term light worker is another term that we often think of. The term we bring into the context of the Paradigm Shift Essential project is also the term light guardian. Again, the idea of like being on guard for what you believe in. So what do you stand for, right? What do you really stand for? You can say that to yourself. Like in this moment, what do you stand for? Like I stand for like inspirational community, life-changing art, clean water, good education, like clean diet. I stand for lucid dreaming. I stand for compassion. I stand for shared vision, inspiration. I stand for just like being able to help heal trauma, being able to help create new patterns, being able to help bring new ideas into this world, being able to help assist others on their journey of awakening when the time is right for them. So awesome. I'm just kind of just reading the comments on my YouTube. On my Instagram, I just kind of have to look because I got my YouTube in front of you. I know you guys can like see I know you can see my other phone at the bottom there. I keep forgetting about that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Shout out to Instinctive Healing. Huge shout out to you. We actually synchronistically ran into each other yesterday. Again, if you guys are seeing people's profiles on this, remember the name and then search them afterwards so that you can connect with them and just be like, hey, I saw you in the comments there. Instinctive Healing. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you're here. Instinctive Healing is a facilitator within my local community who's got their own studio. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody who is doing the work where they are. I super appreciate it. So again, I just want to be able to remind you that in terms of being able to just like help support more of what we are doing, there's a few ways you can support. Straight up single donations are greatly appreciated. Any single donation, you also receive your unique 25% discount key for items at the Quest item shop, which includes, of course, the exclusive Light Guardian crystals, which I hand make for you with intention. They are beautiful jewelry, tools, and toys and talisman. You can use them for like meditation and stuff like that. And I'll show you one of them here real quick. Here's like a super nice blue one. So again, you can like use these as tools. Honestly, you can use these as like fidget spinners. I know like some people they have like they have kids that use these as like fidget spinners type thing, and I use them for that too. So if you're looking for like these to use in any way, you can use them for toys. I use them for dancing at the club. I can use them for like meditation to anchor in. I can use them for lucid dreaming. You can like put these on your finger, and then you can fall asleep and you can hold on to this and you can actually like bring this with you into the dream space. It's possible. It's possible. And so you can also feel the pulse of your body through like the resonance of the crystal. And then you can use that as a focal point for meditation. Again, I could talk about these for like an hour more, but these are available through the Quest item shop and you can get your 25% discount key simply by donating. And I want to remind you that we are getting steps closer towards being able to open the new Shifter Academy, which is going to be our exclusive team chat where you'll be able to work alongside me, working alongside other people. So if that's something that you're missing right now, if you're just like, hey, I love coming on Instagram and reading people's things, but what I would love more is to be able to be a part of bi-monthly like community discussions and for live broadcast, but the community discussions can happen every night, as well as being able to be in that consistent chat where people are sharing their inspiration and sharing their research. You're working alongside me as well. You're getting you're getting access to other exclusive content that is available for $10 a month, or if you want to pay more, that's totally cool. Send me a DM if you want to get synced up for that. And that is like something we're just looking for, like the initial people to be able to bring into this. So if you want to be like part of that first wave, if you want to be there from the start of it, if you really like support like what it is that we're creating here and you want more, you want to go deeper, you're doing this as an investment for yourself. Like that's the thing. Like if I'm selling you something, I'm selling you like your own prosperity, your own self-mastery, your own ability for you to level up as a shifter. So there's quite a few people who are already synced up to it, and if you're not synced up for it, know that that opportunity is there. But again, if you just want to like donate on your own in any form, you'll always get the 25% discount key. And if you're donating like single donations, monthly donations, again, think of this as like a community class with like a pay what you wish donation box at the door. Your donations are greatly appreciated, and they do help support the ongoing work involved with the project. I got some bills that I got to pay right now today, so your support, if anybody wants to like literally just slide stuff over, is super appreciated right now.
And stay tuned, I'm going to be doing some more sales as well for just like clearing out some of the old inventory. So if you're looking to get some like cheap light guardian crystals, as in like affordable, like extra, like literally I'll just like say like pay shipping and you can pay what you want, stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be doing that to help move some inventory around. So again, thank you for allowing me to show up. Thank you for supporting me as a conscious entrepreneur. Thank you for doing what you do. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help do what I can. And you know, like that was something I was reflecting on yesterday, and I just want to be able to finish this with some eye gazing. Is this idea of like, you know, like what am I doing? What am I doing? Essentially, like what I am doing, in the same way that I want you to reflect on this too. This is your story too. I am doing what Brendan can do, what Wolf can do, what I can do. And so you need to kind of like ask yourself at some point, if you don't do it, who will? And if the answer is no one, then like that means that like there's something there for you, right? Do the things that only you can do. Do the things that you are like intuitively guided to do. The things that you can make a difference. So again, like for me, creating this space, doing these broadcasts, bringing community together, it's what I can do. And I know it's important because if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it quite the way how I can do it. So I'm doing it in the way how I can do it and being able to share that with others, being able to build that community connection. Again, community, connection, inspiration, the power of tribe. When we all come together, we are all 100 times stronger. So finishing off with some eye gazing here, just looking into the Instagram. Just take a breath here. And so, when we take the moment to come together as tribe, we allow ourselves to collectively answer the question as to why. Why do we show up? Why are we here? What is the message that we are here to make clear? A message of hope, a message of inspiration, a message of love that will transcend borders of nations. For we are united as one tribe, the tribe of the heart, the tribe that has always been here from the very start. For our journey is beyond just this terrestrial plane, for we literally are multidimensional beings who are remembering our name. And our true name is spirit, our true name is soul, our true name is collective consciousness, forever becoming whole. Much love. Awesome. You guys feeling that? Sending a little bit more bonus love your way. Sending some like sound vibrations your way. You're awesome. You're important. What you do matters. So thank you. Thank you for carrying this vibration with you. Thank you for allowing us as a team to be able to help make a difference in this world together. Thank you for being the shift where you are. It's super appreciated. If you watch this video and you're inspired by it, send me a DM afterwards. Make sure I'm following your profile, or just let me know your appreciation. I'll share it to my stories. Knowing how this is like making a difference for you helps me get even better at doing this so that we can get better at sharing it with others. Share this broadcast with your friends. Invite more people to tune in on a regular basis. A reminder, tomorrow, for those of you joining in tomorrow we're making this routine of Wednesday, where we do it like with like shirtless Wednesday. It's not like we have to call it that. And so it's inviting you to be able to practice in a way that is like allowing you to become comfortable and confident and loving of your body. So I'll be here, and eventually like we'll take a shirt off. Again, this is in a totally non-sexualized way. It's like in us being on a beach together, or us like being in a yoga class together. It is practicing kind of like moving through vulnerability, but with the intention of cultivating strength and cultivating more self-love. And it's another opportunity for me to just be like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. But at the same time, I'm doing it for us. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for us to be able to practice loving our temples. So again, that's going to be Wednesday. It's optional, obviously. Like you can still show up fully clothed, but we'll be doing it. I'll be doing it. I invite you to do it. I invite you, even after this broadcast, at any point during the day, just stand in front of your mirror and just look at yourself and just be like, I love myself. I really, really do. I love my temple. I love my vehicle. I love this opportunity for my soul to be able to express myself through all of these like little digits and fingers and face muscles and things that allow me to feel things and create. You are the bridge, and this body is like the way to be able to help bring things into this world. So
Again, that's every Wednesday, but we'll be here nonetheless, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for being here. Share this with your friends. Drop me some DMs. Let me know that you appreciate this. Tune in again. Leave some donations if you're able to. I'll get you your discount code. And if you'd like to join the Shifter Academy, please feel free to be able to send me a DM as well. This has been Wolf. You've been watching Waking Up with Wolf. Thank you so much. As always, keep it shifty. Much love, peace, wholeness. I will see you in the future. Finish it off with a wolf howl. Go team, go. Go kick some butt. You're going to do it. Awesome. Much love. See you guys soon. Thank you, YouTube.